Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to another episode of the Oaktown Business Cast, bringing you the finest in redevelopment opportunities in the Breaker Bay region. Our guest today is Mr. Brian Cronin of SanFrancisco.net. Brian, how are you today?
I'm doing great. Looking forward to some more Netrunner.
Outstanding. Well, we've got some Netrunner for you. This is round two of the top 8 cut from the Victory Point Cafe Storage Championships. We're welcoming back Jamie. We saw in round one against a new challenger, Eric P., who's going to be playing Wizard, and Jamie is playing the Jinteki ID Harmony Medtech. Brian, what do you know about Harmony?
Honestly, I don't know a lot. I know that Jamie was very successful with this deck. He was kind of playing under the theory that you rush out agendas against Faust with taxing ice for Faust, such as Hive. So I'm actually excited to see him play this because I have not seen his games yet.
Yeah, and Harmony is an ID that requires only 6 agenda points to win. So it's a leaner deck, and he only really has to score 2 3-pointers to end the game. So, I think you're right. Getting those out might be a little bit easier, even against someone like Wizard, who's known to just trash everything.
And two other quick notes about that is Wizard here is going to have to score 3 times because the agendas, one of them is Global Food. So he runs Global Food and Future Perfect, I believe. And Future Perfect is hard to score, and Global Food only gives you 2 points. So he's going to have to get 3 scores here.
Yeah, and that's a huge advantage.
Okay, cool.
Okay, let's get right to it. The Corp turn one. Let's say they're still setting up.
Getting some credits ready.
The most
And
exciting part of the game.
It looks like Eric here is mulliganing.
Yeah, so no mulligan from the Corp. What do you think he's looking for?
Um, I don't know this deck well enough. He looks like he has a good amount of ice. I think he's gonna wanna. It looks like he has a pup there, so maybe pup on R&D. I don't know if he's defending HQ. I'm not sure what he has there. Yeah.
So we see 2 quick installs and a hedge fund from the Corp. A pretty standard entry. He's got sitting on 9 credits right away. And Eric doing the pro move of waiting for the Corp's first turn to even draw his hand, to not give away anything.
Oh yeah, super pro. He's drawing 3 cards here, so he's kind of probably figured out already that Jamie is not on kill. I don't think I've seen a Medtech kill deck, so I don't even know what that looked like. Career for out Wildside turn 1. That's huge.
But no pancakes.
He'll get it. He'll get it. But first, you get the
Yeah.
wild side out, and then it will draw you the pancake. So he has econ going in 2 ways here, and yeah, putting pressure on Jamie to start setting up.
Yeah, and looks like Jamie's going to just push right away, throws a Jackson down, reses it, and double taps him to draw 2. And he's going to protect it.
Yeah, I saw
Don't always see
he had
that.
a swordsman in hand. So this is where you're seeing this was definitely anti Faust tech here going on with between medtech and of course swordsman, huge anti Faust. But we have Corroder on the right side of the screen here, so I'd be surprised if he's not running Faust, but he definitely has some other breakers as well.
Yeah, well, there's Faust.
There's Faust, yeah. he might go right into HQ here. That would be my bet.
Yeah, but no, he takes one off the top. Looks like he just drew his pancakes.
Oh.
I'm going to expect to see that here.
Yeah, so he'll drop that next turn almost certainly. He has to drop a card or two though.
All right. Yeah, look. Oh, he's a little low on credits,
Yeah.
so he'll slow down just a smidge.
Oh man, he's gonna have to get rid of his console. Yeah, I've had to make that decision a lot. Like, he's getting rid of Corroder. Interesting. I don't know about that decision. You're seeing MedTech. You know that they're on like some sort of rush plan, and rush plans often involve barriers.
Yeah, well, he's letting him know right here what's in his hand. He goes Celebrity Gift, all 5 cards. He shows him the Swordsman, like you mentioned.
And a Crick
What
here,
is
Lotus Field,
a
Interns, another Jackson. It looks like.
Yeah, so not too no big traps in there. So maybe we're not going to see Jinteki Mighty Game quite yet.
Yeah, I'm curious how Jamie's planning to score out now with the Faust down. I think Hive is part of his plan, but still, we got the card draw up and going. We have pancakes going down probably this turn. It's gonna start looking tough. I know Eric is holding on to a medium, or maybe I'm seeing the Grimoire. And there's the pancakes.
Yeah, I'm actually still kind of surprised he dropped Corroder so early. there's a lot of reasons you're going to want that card.
Yeah.
I think throughout this
Oh, this
game,
is funny.
and
So he gets to break with Faust instead of randomly discarding the card. He gets to choose. But yeah, I noticed in his
yep,
hand he has a couple parasites and he has the Grimoire. So this is a. I understand why he wanted to run here, but at the same time, like he needs to res the ice, so he needs to run. But he needs to spend the cards to
yep.
break the ice, and he has to get rid of a medium to do that. So that was Enigma on R&D.
On top of R&D there,
Yeah.
yeah.
So he's probably building up for getting parasites on the board to try and slow down Jamie as much as he can. I'd love to know how many cards Jamie has in his deck. This is another thing about Harmony is it's a 40 card ID, so he's
Yep.
probably sitting at 44 would be my guess.
Yeah, and I was watching this game in person, a few pints deep, however, and I want to say this was a pretty lean deck.
Yeah, it looks pretty
So
straightforward, right?
yeah, he's not just playing big deck, but six AP here. But it looks like he ices up that Jackson again. Looks like that might be a scoring remote later on, and put some protection on R&D.
Yeah. I think he might attempt for a score next turn. He has Future Perfect in hand. That's half his victory condition right there. And I think he just put Swordsman over. I don't know what that is. It could be something like an Enigma even. But yeah, I think we're going to see install advance next turn. Be my guess. Yeah, he knows he's on a bit of a timer because Eric can throw down a medium and then that swordsman plan is off the table.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, he
no.
chucked one medium already,
Going into HQ, so
and that's a clone chip.
oh, that's an interesting include. So that's Rainbow. That's more
Yeah.
anti-Faust tech right there. Like you don't, it doesn't have a disadvantage. Rainbow's disadvantage is it is all three types. So like the runner
Yep.
it's effectively like the runner has an AI, but if the runner just has an AI installed, then it doesn't have a downside. So it's just a like a 2 credit or 2 card tax for Faust.
Yeah. At the same time, he's got a clone chip on the table, and he has Corroder in the heap. Uh, so I'd expect that rainbow really isn't super secure if he's thinking that's just going to tax him very long.
It's a small tax, but it's enough of a tax to demotivate like just random HQ accesses more than a 1 card tax is. And especially since Jamie is going to have like one agenda in HQ, maybe. He only has like 6 agendas in a deck, I think. So that's kind of, I think, where the rainbow on HQ is coming from.
Yeah.
So that was the medical fundraiser being played. So Jamie's showing more anti-Faust tech here in a sense. He's giving you credits knowing that you're not using those credits to break ice.
Yep.
And this deck is on Netrunner DB, so you might want to link to it in your description so people can see it.
Okay. Yeah, there's actually not a ton more that Eric really needs on the table here. He's got his draw. He's got some. Looks like he's out of money from Bailey Cast, but I'm sure there's more where that came from.
And another interesting thing to point out here is, so it looks like he just ran into Archives. Yeah, he ran into Archives Dirty Laundry, got the data sucker online.
He popped that from the
Street Peddler, yeah. So he's putting some econ in, it looks like Jamie. I forgot what I was going to say, but I did want to mention that Caprice is almost certainly involved in this game plan. And so Caprice, with enough tax for Faust, will score you agendas.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting when he decides to make the move here.
Yes. I still think he might have been attempting to build towards that, but then the key thing that happened is Eric put down Clone Chip, which meant that he didn't have that window anymore. He had that window up until Clone Chip dropped, which is a really interesting include because a lot of these Faust decks are not on Parasite. They're more on the Silverware for Influence, and so this is maybe shaking up Jamie's usual game plan. But here's the install advance, it looks like. That's surprising.
Yeah, you predicted it. He's got 2 unresed ice. He's got, how many credits is he sitting on? Looks like...
He's got 13.
Yeah, he's got enough.
So 10,
That's more than enough.
10 to res whatever's behind the swordsman. But what's troubling here, Eric has a lot of money too, and he has a clone chip down. So if that is a swordsman... Yep. Oh, it looks like Eric is just ignoring it. He's going R&D. Maybe he has a medium coming in?
Well, this is yeah. I gotta say, if he's got multi-access, it's a small deck. It's only going to be what 6 agendas
Yep.
total in here. Um,
I don't know.
so maybe he thinks he's got a little better shot of just digging through R&D real deep.
No, so he's just he put down his console and he's running R&D. I don't understand why he's doing this. Oh, okay, yeah, going to get the there we go. Yeah, Eric is a he's he's bringing the console out with clone ship.
Yep.
DQ.
It's not exactly the right play, but there's me.
See, they look how similar those two cards look. I get them confused.
Yeah.
Celebrity gift.
And
Oh, that's good. This is
global food. There it was.
okay. So this is really interesting now because he knows Jamie wants to score out that agenda. If Jamie doesn't score out that agenda, he can probably go get it. But if Jamie scores out the agenda, he could get into R&D with that medium. So future perfect scored.
And that was future perfect. Interesting. I typically try to hold those future perfects as long as possible so that they protect themselves. But he just put it right out there in the street.
Okay, Enigma down. So a couple
Enigma.
credits on a couple of cards on Faust, and this is Dirty Laundry. And so Eric is just continuing to improve his econ here. But I don't know. I think Eric could have gotten in that remote. I think he could have gotten in that remote very easily last turn.
Yeah.
But
Well, he doesn't. He would only have Corroder, right? Corroder and Faust are kind of the only options you'd have to get through.
yeah, he could have done well.
And just
Yeah, he could have done it because with this top card is Swordsman, and then you have something like Lotus Field. I bet so. Swordsman trashes, and then Clone Chip brings it back. But he's on a different game plan. He's hitting R&D, and this might turn out to be real. I mean, he just hit 2 Caprices on that run, which is major because Jamie needs those for the late game score. He needs that for the second score.
and trashed them for straight.
Yeah. Wizard credits done.
So nuts. We think so much about Wizard trashing all your installed assets, your Adonis campaigns, and such, but I kind of forget he can trash stuff out of your hand and out of R&D as well.
Yes. Which is like he has the quality that a lot of criminals have, in that he just provides pressure everywhere. Like there's always a reason to res ice against him, which you can't say for a lot of runners. And we're going in for 4 cards now. Not seeing a lot of these, but ice.
There's another rainbow.
There was a hive there in the bottom as well.
Or hive. Yeah,
Hive at this point is probably not worth resing.
No, it's only 2 subs.
Yeah, I think that's right.
No, that's still what 3 cards out of Faust.
Yeah,
not the worst.
It's not the worst. I guess that's a good point. So, Jamie just cleared. Yeah, he just cleared the medium. She needed to do.
Yeah, a lot of people don't like to purge virus counters the old-fashioned way. It seems like you're giving the runner a big tempo advantage, but when you're getting hit for 4, and we're still not too deep into this game on R&D, and all you have is Enigma out there. That's something you just have to do. I think.
He needed to. Oh, that's awesome. So Eric gets down the Utopia shard / fragment. I can't remember which is whichever.
Yeah. I think the Corp has the shard.
Sure, let's go with that.
Yeah.
It also totally doesn't matter because people get it.
Yeah.
There's probably some logic to that, but I'll never understand it. All right, so
I've had some. So he interned Caprice right into R&D.
Yeah,
it looks like.
I think you're right because I don't think there was a Chrysium there, which is good. He's gonna.
Well, I mean, Caprice was face up in archive.
Right, there was 2 of them there
in archives. Yeah, and he just snagged it and threw it down. So there's no mysteries today.
But that's good. Eric can drop a Parasite on that Enigma and cause Jamie to put just further resources on R&D. And he has a Caprice on R&D that he can force from res at any point. So now the remote is very much pressured. So looks like he's gonna. Which server he's pointing at? I'm not sure.
He's looking at R&D. It looks like.
Yeah, clicks are being spent and taken back. I don't know what's going on. I like that Bowser's defending R&D right now.
Yeah, there's this is a great mat. I think you could kind of expand this theme a little harder. I wonder if Jamie is intentionally lining them up that way.
Knowing Jamie, I wouldn't be surprised if there was a logic to that. If he didn't buy this mat for that reason, maybe.
Yeah. So, okay, it looks like he's going to go HQ.
Yes. And Jamie...
And Jamie res is a second rainbow.
A double complete rainbow.
Double rainbow. I think he's about to spaz on this really quickly. Hold tight. Here it comes.
There we go. Yes. There we go for the camera.
Thank you, Jamie.
And we're ditching a Data Sucker, Faust, and then a couple more cards
Another
to get
Faust.
in. This is what Jamie's deck is all about. It's war of attrition here.
Liberated and a David. Yep.
Um,
So I think Eric's decided David is not going to be useful today.
maybe not. Yeah, might not see a lot of David play here.
Single access of a celebrity gift. That's probably one of the last cards you want to see in that scenario.
Yeah.
Because you're just going to see it again.
Although it probably yeah. I was gonna say
And
something, but it was stupid.
Nothing of value in there anyway for Eric. So
you know,
he's going to take all the credits.
I think there's Jamie needed the money, so ignore what I'm about to say. But the fact that Eric was going into HQ, sometimes I like to support that in the runner's mind, that there's something of value in HQ. Okay, so he's. I don't know why he just showed him that ice. I guess that was the only ice in HQ, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I think because he'd just seen it as part of that celebrity gift, and they're just explaining it to each other.
Yeah,
they're coming to agreement. It's all gentlemen and Netrunner do.
Worth pointing out: don't do that at a high-level Netrunner tournament because you can get like warnings and stuff with the floor rules. Even though clearly that's what it had to be, just don't do that. And these two guys are friends and play Netrunner, so it wasn't a big deal.
Yeah. And this is a high-level Netrunner tournament.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah. Store Championship, definitely. The floor rules are in effect for Store Championship and above.
All right, another pup again. Is that the third pup we've seen?
I think second. Did he parasited one? Did he parasite another?
No, I think you're right. And then there's the Caprice. So he's going to go in.
Yeah,
and
worth it.
We're about the side game here.
Yeah. Jamie is definitely Eric's in a weird position. He needs to pressure Jamie, but he's not really. It looks like Jamie got. Oh no, Eric did get in. Yeah, they both spent one, I think.
Yep. And he's gonna see two here, just one. Just
yeah.
one.
That was the first time in since the Purge Anarchy. Yeah, so Eric kind of needs to keep on R&D because he knows that's where all the remaining 4 agendas are in R&D. So he's just pushing that as hard as he can right now. Oh, is that another Caprice? Oh, Jackson.
That's Jackson.
Still very good. Yeah, this is how Eric wins the game. Just build up medium, get into R&D, find your last 2 agendas. And that's still 2 Caprice trash. So there's a third in the deck somewhere. He needs to get in to kill the Jacksons, get the Caprice. If he does that, he will win this game. Jamie needs those to score.
2 Jacksons, 2 Caprices. There's no Ash. It's not food coats. So there's not going to be a lot of defense other than just that ice. And what we've seen so far from the ice is that it's all pretty low power, low res cost ice here. Except for that swordsman, obviously. But
yeah, the swordsman can still be very impactful at this point. It's very possible that Eric just has the 1 clone chip. Although we should point out he does have a Levy in hand right now.
Oh, yeah. Oh, there's old Art Jackson.
Yeah, I've noticed that. He has one of those.
Streams here.
He has one of those in his deck. I think he went to 2 store championships, so he had 2 of them, and he probably got his 3rd at this one.
Yeah. I'm not sure I'm a big fan of the new alt art. He's a little more menacing.
Yes.
I liked the idea of kind of the clueless old man. He dumps the pup, overwrites that ice. I guess he wants to save the credit. He's only on 6.
Yeah, I always find that very odd when players do that. He certainly needs econ, but you win or lose on R&D right now. I should say you lose on R&D right now. So he needs to tax Eric as much as possible, and saving 1 credit for a pup is going to cost Eric at least another 4 to 6 credits during this game, or a parasite, both of which are fine.
Yeah, and I think he might be thinking that Rainbow Strength 4, Enigma's 3, so he's not too worried, I think, about the parasites on those, but that that pup is just a 1-click.
Enigma's 2, I think.
In Jamie's mind. Enigmas
Yeah,
too. My opinion.
yeah, but I mean, it's still yeah, yeah. Your point still stands. I just know people on the internet are gonna freak out if we don't fix that, based on experience of commentating these videos.
Yeah. So there's the levy. There's the levy here. So Eric is gonna refresh and redraw his hand.
That seemed a little early, so he got a clone chip out before doing that. Oh, and he still has a
Yeah,
he
absolutely.
still has that Utopia. The Utopia
Utopia's card.
is trash 2 cards in HQ, right?
I believe. Yeah, you discard 2 cards.
Yeah, randomly, it's
Um,
like 2 net damage for the corp, basically.
and you that's a trash fire, right? Or is that a
Yes,
click and
that
fire?
is a trash.
So he can
Yeah.
run archives, pop it, and then grab whatever he grabs. I
Yep.
think that's kind of the hope here because Jackson is out, so Jamie's probably going to try to draw through whatever R&D pressure is coming up. Um,
Ooh.
and Eric has a countermeasure already there, so we'll see what happens.
It looks like Jamie might have the Caprice in.
Well, there's a
Yes.
crease, a couple restructures, another interns.
If I would maybe just fire that Utopia shard right now. Or better yet, so he's gonna use Jackson, and oh, he's putting it on R&D. Interesting.
Yeah, they seem like they're on identical wavelength as to where the danger is right now.
Yeah, Jamie needs to get out of this though. He needs to draw that. So right now he just needs the agenda. You put Caprice in the remote, the next turn install advance, and he can win this. Eric going into archives looks like to go get some money. And Jamie deciding what he wants to take back with Jackson. Oh, nothing. No agendas. I suppose that makes sense. But Eric getting the data
And he
sucker.
gets to keep that draw power, more importantly, I think.
Oh, Eric has a lot of parasites. Oh man, Eric can just drop the parasite in Enigma and run right now. That would be good. Gonna get some money.
Is that liberated?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Liberated. I think he's building up towards that play.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's putting it on Enigma. If I don't know how many clicks he has.
Yeah, he's gonna have. Jamie's not gonna be able to fast advance anything out. So he's gonna have a full turn before he knows he has to get somewhere.
Yeah.
So I think that's the right mover at this point.
This is fine. Eric can. He's kind of like spinning wheels a little bit. He's building towards R&D, which is what he's got to do. But all he has to do is keep Jamie a little bit slow, and Jamie will draw agendas, and then they're in HQ. Jamie's drawn cards, and like R&D's looking better and better. He can. Yeah. He needs those agendas to come out of R&D one way or another for Eric to win. So I think Eric's playing this really well. Jamie's, I'm not sure how he's going to get the final score. I'm a little bit worried about that right now, but he has a plan.
And what's that?
Oh,
that's the parasite counter.
Start a turn.
Not a run.
Jamie had an interns in his hand, right?
Shouldn't that have came in with an extra counter? He's got Grimoire out.
Oh, yeah, you're right. It should be dead right now. You're right.
Maybe missed it, but here's the archive run with a quick pop of the Utopia card.
See if he could get that. Oh, that
and
Caprice is
there's
gone.
nothing. Jamie just waved it right off.
He got good money though. He just took out half his econ right there.
A restructure and a
hedge fund.
Looks like yeah.
So that might be like the rest of his econ in the deck right there. Oh wow. Okay, yeah. Let's see if they remember the Grimoire this time. Yeah.
There we go. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Eric still has a lot of cards coming in.
He's hitting liberated.
That was a really good Utopia, actually. Because Jamie had a good play. Okay, interns. There we go. Yes.
And that's the Caprice on what he will be trying to score through, without a doubt, sometime soon. I'm wondering if he even has the agenda in his hand already.
I would guess he just drew it. I didn't see his hand, but I would guess he just drew it. I'm not sure if that's right. What just happened? Yeah. He must have just drawn it because he was holding on to the interns. Yeah, they're fixing stuff up. That's right. He was holding on to the interns for a long time to put the Caprice in the remote, so he must have just drawn the 5/3.
Yeah, that's right. So let's see here. We got Eric just drew Sure Gamble and Dirty Laundry. Maybe not what he's hoping for at this point, but it's
there's
anything, I suppose, right now.
There's an alternate possibility here. Maybe Jamie didn't draw the 5/3, but he knew that Eric was gunning for HQ with that Parasite, so he wanted to put Caprice in the remote, which is safer than maybe HQ is right now. That might be
Yep.
another possibility.
Yeah, he's gonna have to run that Caprice off the table at this point, which he's not gonna do, I don't think, as long as Jackson's still sitting there. So it's definitely much safer.
Yeah, so he's breaking through the rainbow, and yeah, just 2 cards. So if there is a 5-3 in there, it's looking good for Eric.
It's the hive instead.
Yeah, I don't think there is. I think Jamie was just thinking that the remote was looking more secure, and well, no, what was he? Because he didn't have Caprice in hand. I don't know what's going on right now. They're playing at another level right now.
Well, Jamie's always playing at another level. So we see what power draw.
Ooh, I think
Jackson
he pulled
here.
something there. There's some agenda in his hand right now.
Well, he just pulled 5 cards
Wow.
down. Overwrites another ice.
Yeah.
Looks like that's his. That's how he likes to play. And
think-
now he's got to trash a
Oh,
bunch of stuff.
Yeah, no, that was the right call, because that was the swordsman, and we have Mimic on the table now, so it's not worth rezzing for that final score.
Yeah, I gotcha. Yeah, I missed the Mimic install. But, and now David. So I guess he was just waiting. Knew he had the Levy all the whole time, so he wasn't too worried about chucking basically anything in the early game.
See, I think
He's gonna run on R&D.
yeah, that's a smart run, I think. This is early in his turn, because he can force that Caprice res, and then he can run on the remote, forcing another Caprice res. Oh, future perfect. Yeah. So this will not
We're gonna have
win
another side game.
Eric the game, but it will give him 5 points, which is major.
Oof.
Oh, he got it.
They both get 0.
Yes.
Both get 0. Now Eric's on 5 points. He could very easily. Well, he's gonna have to win another side game, I think, in order to.
Yeah. What do you
Probably win the
He's
game,
pushing
but-
R&D at this point. HQ. I understand why he's doing that. Like, Jamie didn't res, but he's not resing because I think Jamie has his remaining agendas, maybe, or he has all but one of them. So HQ is really the target right now. HQ or the remote. You don't have a lot of chances for that Caprice, so if you can get it right now, that'll, at least it'll give you more chances later to go get it.
Yeah, this is suddenly getting pretty tense, actually.
Yeah.
There's there can't be more than 5 more cards left in R&D. It looks like.
That could be.
So the clock is at 11:59 on Doomsday for Jamie here. He's got a. We know that's a Caprice in the remote, so he's got to start.
No, that's not the right.
Score this last
he
one
just
out.
he just took more money. He doesn't need it. Oh, I think we're gonna see an install advance right now.
27 credits. That's a ton.
Yeah. Jamie needs to go for the score right now if he has it. He doesn't have it. God, what could the ice be? He needs to. So Eric's gonna have, he's gonna start with 7 cards, and so you need to tax them out. Like, the ice needs to tax him 4 cards, at least, and then he gets 1 or 2 shots on your remote.
Yep. Oh, he's gonna pull back the Caprice, pull back that Jackson, and another Caprice. So Jamie is about as defensive as he's gonna get here.
Yeah, I'm really surprised by this.
With that ball.
He's playing a longer game right now than what I'd expect. Does he not have the agenda? I can't quite see his hand from this point of view.
Yeah, I mean, if he doesn't have it, I'm shocked that he didn't just. Well, he can't really even draw with Jackson at this point. He's got so few cards left.
It's interesting.
But it looks like he's. What
did he just put in that remote?
He's installed 2 cards into that remote. The Jackson's gone, so we know the Caprice is there. I don't think he can really
Hive.
put 2 Caprices in there, can he?
He can install 2
back to back?
Caprices, but they won't really have an effect.
Because, yeah, he'd have to res it before the first one would get trashed, so he's not going to be able to, back-to-back side game out of that.
Yeah, that's one of the weaknesses of Caprice. Oh, and he just trashes one of those Caprices. Yeah, this is odd. I don't know what that could be a... Did he put 2 Jacksons back in R&D?
Just 1. He's popped 2, but 2 Caprices. So
there's definitely an agenda in that remote right now.
And it looks like Eric just paid 2 credits to break the hive. I think he meant to pay a card, which is what they're talking about here. And it looks like they're gonna get it fixed up.
It could be. There was
All right.
data sucker magic going on. They're figuring it out. We'll let them handle that.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I don't know what to make of this. I think there's an agenda in that remote. I think there's a Caprice. I don't know. Maybe a Cyberdex. He might have Cyberdex. Kind of a weird place to put it, but it could be a thing.
I was kind of expecting that Cyberdex earlier, rather than the manual purge, but we didn't see it. So I'm not.
I don't know. He
He
has
would have had it by
Cyberdex.
now,
Yeah, he might not have Cyberdex. I just can't figure out what the second upgrade is because I don't think it's a second Caprice. It's a mystery.
Yeah. Well, hopefully we'll find out here before this game ends.
But I think he would. Jamie wants to put that in the remote because again, it's more safe in the remote. He knows Eric gets in for 2 cards, and he didn't want to. Oh, he has a future perfect in hand. Wow, this game is like it's nuts for how simple, relatively simple it is. Like, look at the corpse board state. It's
Yep.
it's hard to figure out what's going on.
Wow. So he's gonna let him get in for 4.
There's no agendas left
Nothing.
in there. How can that
Eric
be?
is like 1 for 25 on R&D or something at this point.
He got a
He's
future
had,
perfect. Did he get both of his scores out of there?
I think actually you are right there.
Okay, yeah, he's
So
advancing
he already had
twice here, right?
Yep. So he had the agenda installed.
Yeah, that's okay. That's probably a global food, and he has a future perfect in hand. So there is another global food in R&D, right? He might see it right now.
So we're thinking there's 6 total agendas for 18 printed points.
Yeah,
Is that the
yeah.
math for 44?
Yeah,
So
that's
it's gonna be straight up.
That's
3
definitely
future perfect,
3
3
future,
divides.
three food. That's definitely his spread. And so Eric's blown this up. There better not be another agenda in R&D because I think Eric wins right here if there is.
Well, he's about to hit 5. Okay, looks like there's 6 or 7 cards left. He's about to hit 5 of them.
Yeah, I don't.
So we saw these 4, nothing doing. Well,
Sure, trash
okay,
it.
we're
Why
gonna
not?
trash and nothing.
He needs to get in that remote. Oh, he's just gonna keep going in. Yeah, he needs to get in that remote. Oh,
Well, we know that there's what 3 scored agendas. There's 1 on the board that's been advanced. So there's 2 more. So either those 2 are in his hand, or in R&D.
no.
Well,
He has him in
they're
hand.
straight up not in R&D. It's out. All right.
Yeah, he has one in.
So he must have 2 in his hand then.
Yeah,
Because there's still 3 face down or unviewed agendas here.
yeah, he has one future perfect in hand. So he's a global food in hand, and he has a global food on the table. So does Eric have a click? He might be able to snipe one of those agendas at HQ. That's his best bet right now. He's probably not getting in that remote. Yeah, he's gonna try and
He's
poke
going
at
HQ.
Yeah, he has a 2 and 5. There's a 40% chance of seeing one, and then like a 33% chance of getting the future. All that kind of stuff.
Yep. Yeah.
All right.
You
Does
do the math. It's like 13%. Assuming, of course, that the bid is random on the side games. I wonder if anyone's ever really done the math as to what.
Oh, how is
So-
that? How is that? He doesn't.
If he pulls it, it's the game.
Yeah, okay, yeah,
This
Jamie's
is
just
it.
saying, oh, this is perfect.
Oh!
It comes down to Eric is freaking out. He's like, yes, I got a shot. What
Jamie's
round of
in
the
the
store
tank.
championship
Look at
was
that guy.
this?
This is the second round of the top 8 cut.
Right, okay. Yeah, this is the winners final right now, probably, or close to
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, so this side game is for the game. You don't
Yeah.
see this very often. I don't think I've ever seen this happen before. Where it's just
One in doubt, go one.
I always go 1.
Yeah, just
Nothing
always
beats 1.
go one. You can't beat one. You can't be done.
Nope.
Oh,
Oh.
see, Eric, if you listened to me, this commentator from the future, you would have won that game.
Wow, Eric went back to the well with 0. And,
Oh my god, he
oh.
had it in archives. Unreal.
Oh my god.
Unreal. Yeah,
Is that
we couldn't
trolling?
find it. I couldn't find it in his hand either. I was looking at his hand and I didn't see another agenda. So it's not an R&D. Oh, poor Eric.
Oh man.
That game was
Jamie's.
that game was grueling. That was hard to commentate and hard to watch. That was good. That was great.
Yeah. I was standing right there actually at this time, and I remember it very well as one of the kind of the more exciting in-person moments I've ever seen.
Yeah, that
You know,
was that
bring it down
was
to a side game versus an unstoppable advance and score on what looks like it was his last click. Obviously, it's just that's as good as it gets.
it was really well played by both players. Oh man, like yeah, they were making both of them making really good calls. I honestly like I would have given that to Eric. By like turn 4, I would have said Eric's winning this probably 70% for sure.
Oh yeah, well he scored that GFI right away.
Yeah, and yeah, it just
Uh,
was. He was really. It felt like he was really in control of the game, and Jamie kept having to put, like waste caprices almost on R&D just to like try and stay afloat. But yeah, that's the power of this deck right here. Like its scoring window, it can be any time. There's a lot of decks that they need to build up, build up, build up, but he has the Faust tax and that caprice that. Yeah, it was a really good meta call, that deck. He did great with it.
yeah, and I don't recall Caprice actually stopping a single run
You might be right.
throughout the course of this game. Just getting trashed by Wizard left and right
Yeah.
and pulling him back. It was kind of a weird little proxy war going on, as it turns out,
Yes.
since that there was so little to get off of R&D in the end. But wow, what a great game! Thank you for joining me again today, Brian.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're going to have a lot more from this tournament. We've got some video coming up from another Story Championship, also in Berkeley, that will be coming out in the next few weeks. So look forward to that. And until then, I will see you in the East Bay.
Thanks, everyone.
Alright, I'ma bust a freestyle about my city. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else coming out with songs dedicated to their city. I'm finna come out with one dedicated to my city. And it goes a little something like this. There's something about the letter O in Oakland, making people big time, wearing fat coats and stuff like that. The dollars come back, little bitty old city got the power that's packed. Shabs on the strip, cold slamming the beat. The bass is heck of loud and it's shaking the concrete. Oakland's full of brothers wearing fresh gold rings. Fit, fine girlies and thieving black dope fiends. The big O, I thought you would know. The fiends get smaller, but the dope dealers grow. Too Short is here and he was born to mac. Like all the Oakland brothers, cause it's like that. New York is the place where the rappers dwell. But I don't even care cause I'm hard as hell. Yes, Oakland's coming up and it's gonna be known as the itty bitty city of the microphone. Cause Dame's on the mic and I tell no lie. I'm a young sound master from Castle High. Got girlies on my jock code asking me to marry 'em. Fiends want rocks, but sorry I don't carry 'em. Clean cut brother, never doing no crime. Sucker thought he won the battle, but he's out of his mind. Cause I'm a Oakland brother and I don't lose. Black poet, don't you know it, like Langston Hughes. Suckers try to take me out by using a gun. The bullets bounce off, cause I'm the one. I'm invincible, I'm just incredible. I started rocking on the mic 4 years ago. Shooting microphone thunder, never near a miss. Dope cut is my DJ, I'm the lyricist. This is the city I'm making in. I'm breaking in, check this out. The city I'm staying in. Yeah, now why don't y'all tell me where the real Raiders are supposed to be from? Yeah, you got that right. Now this side over here, why don't y'all tell me the same thing? Yeah, I like that. I like that. Yes, the big old town, the symbol of a gangster. I don't play, I'm not no prankster. I'm Dame, that's my name. That big bad rhymer, rapping with Dame. I don't know why, but I guess I was born to be living in Oakland, California. The little city for big time actors, big time rappers, and big time factors. Big time people for big time games. Big time people like Dangerous Dame. The OAKLAND. The CITY of HARD. Yeah, boy. Just to sum it up, Oakland City, the city that's coming up. Hammer, Short, and Dame, and others who are coming but haven't yet came. Money, heart, everybody has it. Cougars, Stangs, Chevs, classics, crash to the T, cause the dollars they're making. True, Vogue, Wires, Dayton, Ballhead brothers, others with curls, rolling round side, no material girls. If you say that I am leaving, I will say, oh, never. Wrong you was, boy, cause I'm here forever. Game, and I won't be phased. I'm talking about the city I was born and raised in. Yeah. Now why don't y'all tell me, where are the A's from? I wanna hear you. Yeah, you got that right. Now why don't y'all tell me,